Today we're going to be tying a Chewey skin golden stone pattern, kind of incorporating some new materials into something. We've got 5262 number 6 hook. You can vary it according to the size of your bugs. I got a 5/32 bead. I've got lead already on the hook. I'm going to start by putting a couple legs here of barred crazy leg in the what's it called? Olive.
This is called
Olive
Barred Crazy Legs Golden Yellow Pearl Flake.
What he said. So I got those tied in at the back. I'm going to tie in a small strip of this UV brown Chewey skin. So I'm going to lay that across the top here and tie this in with the color side facing down towards the hook shank for right now. That way when we flip it over, we've got the UV nature of the material. I'm going to tie in a medium brown wire rib.
And this UV Chewey skin is kind of a soft material. I see it have applications where thin skin may have been used for wing cases.
It's a more supple material,
yeah.
And then you're throwing in the UV coloration on top of it, so both of those things are kind of cool. I've got what's going to be the shell case of the Stonefly. I'm going to dub a body now with this STS Golden Stone trilobal dubbing. You could put this in a dubbing loop as well, either or. So we're just going to wrap that up, to approximately the halfway, 2/3 point. Leave it nice and buggy. Pick it out at this time. I'm going to flip that shell back, that Chewey skin, over the top.
And you go up about 3/4?
About 3/4 mark, yeah. Maybe a little bit less. Just going to go right over the top of the Chewey skin and the dubbing. Trim off our excess wire. I'll just kind of pull that Chewey skin a little bit, get some tension on there. Tie that section off.
Turn that bobbin so we can, or the vise, sorry, so we can really see that. It's got great coloration.
Yeah, it's got kind of almost a pearlescent finish to it. Snip that off there. I'm going to create the thorax section. I'm going to add some legs in there. I'm using the same legs as I would have for the antenna. And what I'll do here is I've got the two, just like I did the two pieces for the antenna. I'm just going to tie both of them in kind of at the same time. And we're going to do that on each side. Again, we're just going to clip those to size. We're going to dub over here just to build that thorax up a bit more. And add just a bit more to help bulk that up a bit. So I know one thing that a lot of people have had trouble with over the years and tying in general is most of these shell cases on these bugs were always tied with turkey quill. And it's a cool material, it's got some great coloration to it, but it's really brittle and pretty hard to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that same piece of the shell back that we used before, the piece that we cut off, and I'm just going to take my scissors and cut a V-shaped wedge out of the back. Give it that little pointy Stonefly wing case. And then I'm going to flip it over again and just have my piece that I could lay on top of there and make a uni-pieced shell back there for the wing case. keeping it a little bit simpler. So I'll just wrap that on. Trim off the excess. And to finish it up, I'm just going to wrap a bit more dubbing around the collar there to kind of hide our tie-in point.
Nice buggy stonefly. I mean, this would be a good nymph to drop any other small nymph off. Fish on the Mackenzie, the Deschutes, Umpqua, anywhere.
Any place you got a good golden stone population, yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. And just whip finish that.
And turn that for us one more time, if you would, Barrett. There you
You
go.
can see how you got that nice coloration in there, that nice V-shaped wing case. You know, you've got lead and a bead on there, so it should be no problem getting it down. A little bit softer feel to it, so hopefully when the fish picks it up, he's not going to reject it as quickly as maybe some of the other harder bodied stonefly nymphs.